Hi, good afternoon. Let me see if I can get out of this direct sunlight. I don't have much shade, but I got a little bit. Good afternoon, happy Sunday, everybody. I'm out at Freedom Forest, which if you're new here, this is my 5-acre pine forest that I just bought about 6 months ago, and I'm converting it to my farm. And so I've been out here working. I figured I'd bring you guys along and show you what I've been working on. And okay, this is gonna take a little bit of imagination / delusion because this was just a vacant piece of land. This land has never been developed in all of its existence. It's always just been a pine forest. I bought it from a developer that got it from a timber company. So like since the 1800s, this land has never been developed. So it's literally just trees, right? So I'm setting the stage for y'all so we can level expectations. But one day it's gonna be a beautiful farm. So that's what I'm working on. Let me flip it and show y'all. As soon as I figure out how to do this. Oh, and hi, I'm Farmer Letitia. I'm in Georgia, zone 8B. Hi everyone, thanks for joining. Okay, so those are my trees, my pine trees. This is what I have so far. So you come up the driveway and basically this is what you're gonna see. So over here, I have one row that's planted out so far, and that has garlic in it. And I'll go a little closer so you guys can see in a second, but I just wanted to kind of set the stage. I have one row here that is garlic and some other things planted in there. The second row I just seeded, so you can't see anything growing there. Actually, there's 2 rows there that you can't tell because it's just seeds and dirt right now. This is a walk path, and this is gonna be another 2 rows. And then over here is going to be another 2 rows, which again, imagination, right? This is an old billboard. I buy old vinyl billboards and use them as tarps, silage tarps, to smother the grass and weeds and things underneath there to make it a little bit easier when I'm starting a new area to grow in. So let me just show you. You saw the bees. They're very happy today. They're actually already foraging. I'm not sure what is blooming right now, but they're bringing in bright orange pollen. They're wearing pollen pants. I don't know if you guys were able to see that on the camera, but the little pockets on their legs, they've been carrying some bright orange pollen. I'm not sure what that flower is from, but anyway, they're foraging, so that's exciting. It's still very much winter, but they're able to get some food, so I'm excited about that. It's a great thing. You can see I have 2 active hives right now. One small one and then one like medium one. It has 2 boxes on it. My plan obviously is to expand this, but I just got to get my 2 hives through winter, and then we'll go from there. So this is the one row I was telling y'all about that has garlic in it. I just mulched this bed actually a couple minutes ago. I don't have access to a lot of leaves out here, unfortunately. So I mulch with any natural material. This is shredded cardboard, and there's also some shredded paper in there you can see. You can literally mulch with anything, but mulch is really important for your plants, especially for me because I'm a dry farmer, which means I don't water or irrigate anything. I don't have water out here, so I rely on nature. So it's really important that my plants stay mulched and the roots don't just stay exposed. These are my winter sow containers. I won't even bother showing y'all because you can't, I know you won't be able to see it, but winter sowing is a strategy where you can use empty jugs, plastic jugs, and plant stuff in it. Maybe I'll see if you guys can see something. Probably can't see in there. Anyway, you sow seeds in there in the winter and then they start popping up. Oh, this one you can see a little. I'm not sure if that's Swiss chard or maybe amaranth, something red. Anyway, all these little jugs that you see sitting around have seeds in them. I'm just waiting for them to germinate. And then this is the other row I just broad forked and prepared last month. And this is another one that I just prepared. Again, you can't, it just looks like a pile of dirt. I get it. It's because I put seeds in there. So there's nothing growing right now, but soon it'll be growing. I did just transplant some mullein plants that I got from my aunt. So I'm going to be above freezing on my farm all week. And so I went ahead and transplanted these, and I've got some other stuff I'm going to transplant in as well. but they look pretty happy. Hopefully they like it here. I got, I think, 6 mullein plants, and those are medicinal herbs. You can Google it, but mullein is really beneficial for lungs and cough and things like that. These are my Egyptian onions and garlic chives that survived winter, and I'm getting ready, once I finish with y'all, I'm gonna transplant these into my beds, just kind of all around, because these have survived and they're doing just fine. And like I said, I'm gonna be above freezing all week, and I know that these are tough. They'll make it. I've been growing these for years. These are Egyptian onions. I love them. So I'm gonna put these in the ground because they usually start popping up around March, and then I'm able to start harvesting them and eating. So I'm gonna get those into the ground. Same with the garlic chives. They're really tough. So they'll be fine. I'm gonna transplant those. This is just my pile of supplies right now. These cattle panels I'm going to use for my tomatoes. This is one of the tasks I want to get done this week, is installing my trellis for my tomatoes. So that's one of the things. We'll see if that gets done. No, it will. It'll get done this week. And this is all of my fruit trees that I moved from my old farm here. They're overwintering in pots. They did really cold last week when it snowed unexpectedly, because we don't get snow here traditionally in Georgia. We don't have snow, so we were a little surprised. But so far I haven't found anything that's dead. I know what y'all are thinking, girl, all that stuff is dead. But no, they're not actually dead. They're just dormant. So the way I know, well, I know because I've been growing these and they're tough, but like this fig, I can see it has a bud on it, so I know this isn't dead. My elderberry has already started sprouting. All of my elderberries have growth on them. My elderberry bushes, they like the cold and they have already started sprouting. Who else? Oh, let me show you guys the way you know. So like this, you might look at it and say, oh, this is so dead. But the way you know if it's dead is if you scrape the bark a little bit to expose the cambium layer. There you go. And you see how that's green? That means it's not dead. It's alive. So I know that tree is still alive. So it looks a little dead because they drop all their leaves and they start looking a little brown and unalive, but they're very much alive. Even my citrus seem to be just fine. These are all my peach trees. I know, again, it just looks like sticks to y'all, but trust me, these are peach trees. I've got apple, pear, what is that? Oh, blackberries, elderberry, muscadine, grapes, rosemary. This is mostly citrus back here. And these actually I know aren't dead because they're very green. The stems are green. So my citrus actually made it. I was a little concerned about my citrus, but they're still here, still alive. There's a ton of figs in here. There's figs all mixed in. But you can see even in the back, that's a citrus tree. It's all green still. It's not dead. So it looks like pretty much everything survived the winter storm. Well, everything I was concerned about. The other things, most of the things I knew would be fine because I grow pretty cold hardy stuff, because it does get cold here, but it doesn't usually get as cold as it did last week. So there were a couple things, mostly my citrus, that I was concerned about might not make it, but everybody seems fine. So that's a good thing. My aloe, I'm not sure what's going on with that. Looks a little questionable, but I don't know. I don't believe it's dead yet. I'm not gonna presume it dead until ... I don't think it's dead. Anyway, but this is the farm, y'all. So this is what I'm working on. Oh, I forgot to show you. Can you see that from here? Let me see. I'll swing back around. I didn't show you. I also have back here, I have a shipping container towards the back. Well, it's not really the back, it's more the middle, because this is 5 acres. Right now, what we're walking on is maybe a quarter acre. This area is about a quarter acre. So I still have 4 acres and some change that's just all pine forest that I intend to keep mostly pine forest. I don't want to develop most of it. So most of it will remain forest around me, and then I will have my farm like in the middle of the forest, basically, is what the vision is. So this is what I'm working on building right now. And before I had this, I don't know if you all saw, but I've been growing just at my house in suburbia, in containers, on my front porch, wherever I could grow. You don't need acreage. I'm grateful for my acreage, but you certainly don't need acreage to grow food. So I hope that everyone will grow something. And as you can see, I don't have a ton of stuff, but there are things that will still grow right now. You have about maybe 6 weeks left for winter, depending on where you are. Here in the South, we have about 6 weeks left for winter. So that means this is your time to start dropping some seeds. It's getting ready to start warming up, and it'll be warm before you know it. It'll be summer. So it seems like crazy to start thinking about growing summer stuff now, but now is the time to start thinking and also preparing for growing summer stuff. We gotta like make progress now because nature takes time. So you're not going to be able to just put some seeds in a couple weeks before you realize it's about to be hot. You have to start thinking about it now and preparing. I'm going to be, I think, next week. Yeah, sometime next week. And also last week, my sister and I went on live and we were talking about the things that we're growing. There's still a bunch of stuff you could still be growing right now and that you should be starting right now. Or even if you just Google or search in YouTube, what zone you're in or what state you're in, what can you grow in the month of February. There's a ton of stuff if you don't know, but you need to be growing something. Hopefully this series that my sister and I are doing in the growers group chat will encourage people to start growing. That's what I want. We need to grow our own food, y'all. There's really no way around this. You need to be able to provide for yourself and make sure you and your family eat and you and your community. So we need to plant some stuff, get some things going. I am going to get back to work now because I have a lot of work to do, as you can tell. There's literally nothing here, but we're going to document this and save this video because this is what it looks like now. But in a few months, this place will be unrecognizable. And we're going to look back at this video and be like, remember when this crazy chick came on talking about turning a vacant pine forest into a food forest? That's the plan. This delusional chick is going to do it. So we're going to save this video and we're going to look back at it in a few months. Thank you guys for joining. I hope you remember that you can't grow all the food that the people need, but the people need all the food that you can grow. Drop some seeds, get some starts, do something for your self-reliance today. All right, y'all. See you next time. Actually, I'll see you tomorrow on live. Ooh, I'm sweating already. I'll see you tomorrow on live, y'all. Have a good one. Bye.